Hey, it's Scotty. Listen, I was going to touch on one thing real quick from, I think it was yesterday's video about trying to find the key of a song. On your bass, a precision bass or jazz bass, the old Fender Precision or the old Fender jazz bass sitting back here. This one right here. Is really, really good about helping you get the ear for music, okay? Because you can turn that tone on. Of course, you can get the ear for music on any bass, don't get me wrong. But if you'll take that tone control, turn your volume all the way up, take that tone control, and your tone control is a mixture between bass and treble, okay? So listen to the G string. That's the tone all the way on treble. And that's the tone rolled all the way over on bass. And then move it to treble. See how much brighter it gets? And then you move the tone all the way down to bass. See, it sounds more muffled. And I mean, to move the tone, all you're doing is just rolling it one way or the other. You can set it anywhere between. It's like the minute hand on a clock. I mean, you got 12 o'clock is straight up, and then it goes all the way around back up to 12 o'clock. Your controls on your bass are exactly the same thing. They'll be here off, then you turn them all the way over either on bass or treble till they peg out, and then they'll be pegged out either on treble or pegged out on bass, and anything in between would be a mixture between bass and treble, okay, if you only got one tone knob. Now, if you've got two tone knobs, usually one's bass and one's treble. If you've got three, you've got bass, mid-range, and treble, and it's the same difference. But if you add more brightness, is what I'm getting at. Add more brightness, more clearness to the note. Like that G, this open G string right here, my tone's pegged out all the way on bass. See how muffled it sounds? Okay. So if I'll take that tone control knob and turn it all the way back the other way, it should put all treble in my bass. So listen to the G string. See how much brighter and clearer it is? So if you'll do that, if you'll put it on all treble, maybe turn the mid-range up if you got mid-range, or mid on your bass, control on your bass. Take that mid, you'd have three for that: bass, mid, and treble. So take your mids and turn them up, and turn your treble up. Get that note cleared up. Get it at a higher pitch, a lot cleaner pitch, to where you can hear, what's going on in the song, if you're in the right note or not. And then, of course, play them the thinner strings. Thinner. G is a thinner string. D. And A is so-so. E's a big old thick string, so that's a little bit too deep. I mean, you can still get the ear for music with the E string, but it's just easier if you go down on the thinner strings. Okay, there's your D, C, and A sharp. So, see how much clearer they are? And that's all I was wanting to run by you today, is do it on a thinner string and do it with all your treble turned up. Have everything else turned down, but turn your treble up to where you can hear the clarity of that note. Like, just makes it easier for you to hear and play on the thinner strings. These would be the higher strings, G, D, and A. Play on these strings here, okay? And that should help you some too. And like I say, you don't have to have a P bass, a Fender P bass, and you don't have to have a Fender Jazz bass. You can learn to play on anything you got, okay? But I was just saying, to simplify the tone control, where the P bass has only got one tone control. So that's a little bit simpler than something with 2 or 3 tone controls on it and switches and stuff. That's all I was saying. That's all I got for today. Peace out. You guys take care. God bless y'all. Love you.